Dialogue 1. A walk in the park. Listen and practice.
It's such a beautiful day today, isn't it?
Yeah, the weather is perfect. Not too hot, not too cold.
Do you come to this park often?
I do actually. I like coming here to clear my head. It's peaceful.
I can see why. The trees and the sound of birds, it's like a little escape from the city.
Exactly. It's hard to find this kind of quiet in the middle of town.
Yeah, everything is always so busy. It feels nice to slow down for a bit.
Totally agree. Plus, it's good exercise, walking around like this.
True. I should walk more often. I spend way too much time sitting in front of my computer.
Same here. My job has me sitting at a desk all day. That's why I make time for these walks.
That's a good habit to have. Maybe I should start coming here more, too.
You should. We could make it a regular thing. Walks together after work?
I'd like that. It's always more fun walking with someone else.
Yeah. Walking alone can get a bit boring.
By the way, do you have a favorite spot in this park?
I think it's the little pond over there, near the benches. It's really peaceful.
Oh, I know the one you're talking about. The ducks there are so cute.
Yeah, they're always swimming around. It's relaxing just watching them.
I love watching animals. It's funny how even ducks seem to have their own personalities.
Ha ha ha. Yeah, some of them are super bold, coming right up to people for food.
I've noticed that. They're fearless when they want bread. Speaking of, do you ever feed them?
I do, but I've heard it's better to give them things like seeds or grains instead of bread.
Really? I didn't know that. Good to know. Next time I'll bring something healthier for them.
Yeah, I read about it online. Bread isn't really great for birds, apparently.
Wow, I learn something new every day. Thanks for the tip.
No problem. We can be responsible duck feeders together. Haha.
Sounds like a plan. Hey, do you want to grab a drink after this? All this walking is making me thirsty.
Sure, there's a nice cafe just around the corner from here. They make great iced coffee.
Perfect. I could really go for an iced coffee right now.
Awesome. Let's head there after we finish this lap around the park.
Dialogue 2. At the bookstore. Listen and practice.
I could spend hours in a bookstore. So many stories, so little time.
Me too. It's hard to pick just one book when everything looks interesting.
Right? I came here for one book, and now my arms are full.
Haha, that always happens to me. What books did you find?
I grabbed a mystery novel and this fantasy series I've been wanting to start. What about you?
I'm more into nonfiction, so I picked up this book on space exploration and another on ancient history.
Oh wow, that sounds fascinating. I've always been curious about space.
It really is. There's so much we still don't know about the universe.
That's true. The vastness of it all is kind of mind-blowing.
Yeah, it makes me feel so small, but in a good way. Like, there's so much out there to discover.
Exactly. It's like an invitation to keep learning. I love that feeling.
Same here. Reading just expands your world, you know?
Absolutely. Do you read every day?
I try to, even if it's just a little before bed. What about you?
I'm the same. It's a nice way to unwind after a long day. Plus, it helps me sleep.
Totally. Sometimes I get so caught up in a book, I lose track of time, though.
Haha, that happens to me too. Especially when the book is really good.
So, what's the best book you've read lately?
I'd say this one mystery I finished last month. The ending completely surprised me.
I love when a book does that. Keeps you guessing until the very end.
Exactly. I couldn't put it down. What about you? Any recent favorites?
I just finished a biography on an astronaut. It was so inspiring to read about his journey to space.
That sounds amazing. I should add that to my list.
You should. It's really motivating. Makes me want to chase my own dreams.
I love books like that. Ones that make you feel like anything is possible.
Yeah, they really stick with you. So, are you ready to check out?
Yep. Let's get these books and maybe grab a coffee after.
Sounds perfect. We can start reading our new finds while we're at it.
Deal. I can't wait to dive into this mystery novel.
And I can't wait to share all the cool space facts I learn.
Dialogue 3. After a movie night. Listen and practice.
That movie was so good. I wasn't expecting the plot twist at all.
Me neither. I thought I had it all figured out, but then, bam.
Right? It totally caught me off guard. What was your favorite part?
Probably the big action scene in the middle. It was intense. What about you?
I loved the character development. You could really see them grow throughout the film.
Yeah, the way they changed over time felt really real. Not forced at all.
Exactly. I think that's what made the ending so powerful. You really cared about what happened to them.
Totally. I was on the edge of my seat during the last scene.
Same here. I was holding my breath. Do you watch a lot of movies like this?
Not as much as I'd like to. But when I do, I love ones with great storytelling like this.
Me too. I'm a sucker for a well-written script. It just makes everything better.
100%. Good writing can make or break a movie.
Agreed. So, what's your go-to movie genre?
Probably sci-fi. I love seeing how filmmakers imagine the future or space.
Oh, I love sci-fi too. There's something so fascinating about exploring new worlds and ideas.
Yeah, and the special effects are usually amazing. What's your favorite genre?
I'd say romance, but not the cheesy kind. I like ones that feel real, like you could meet the characters in real life.
That's cool. Romance can be really touching when it's done right.
Exactly. It's all about the emotion and connection.
I get that. It's kind of like in life. When you really connect with someone, it just feels right.
Wow, that's deep. I totally agree though. Connection makes everything more meaningful.
It does. Even in a movie, if you connect with the characters, you're more invested in the story.
That's why I love watching movies with friends. It's fun to share those moments.
Yeah, it makes the experience even better when you can talk about it afterward.
Speaking of, should we grab some dessert or something and keep chatting?
I'd love that. Let's go find a nice cafe and debrief more about that crazy plot twist.
Great idea. I'm still processing that ending.
Me too. Let's go.
Dialogue 4. Studying at the cafe. Listen and practice.
This cafe is so cozy. Perfect for studying.
Yeah, I love the quiet vibe here. Do you come often?
I try to. It helps me focus. What are you working on?
Just some notes for my English class. How about you?
I'm reviewing for an exam. It's coming up next week.
Oh wow, good luck. Which subject?
It's math, which is definitely not my favorite.
Same here. I was never good at math. It just doesn't click for me.
Right? I need to see it to understand. But numbers? They're tricky.
Exactly. Words make more sense to me. That's why I enjoy English.
Me too. I love how learning a language feels like unlocking a code.
That's a cool way to put it. It's like every new word is a new piece of the puzzle.
Yes, and once you get the grammar, everything fits together better.
Totally. Do you ever get nervous when speaking in English?
Sometimes, especially if I'm not sure of the right words.
I feel the same. But I think the key is to just keep talking, even if we make mistakes.
That's true. Practice helps a lot. It's like building confidence one conversation at a time.
Exactly. The more we speak, the easier it gets.
Hey, want to practice together? We could help each other out with new phrases.
That's a great idea. We could meet here and chat in English.
Deal. Plus, this cafe has the best coffee, so it's a win-win.
Agreed. Let's make this our study spot.
I like that plan. It'll make studying a little more fun.
Definitely. I'm already looking forward to our next study session.
Dialogue 5. Waiting for the bus. Listen and practice.
Ugh, I hate waiting for the bus. It's always late.
Same here. It feels like we've been waiting forever.
Yeah, it's been at least 15 minutes. Do you think it'll come soon?
I hope so. But you know how it is. Unpredictable as always.
True. I've missed a class because of this before.
That's the worst. You'd think they'd be more on time.
Right? Especially when you've got somewhere to be.
Exactly. What do you do while waiting? Listen to music?
Sometimes. Today, I'm just people watching. It's kind of fun to see everyone rushing by.
I do that too. It's like watching little stories unfold in front of you.
Haha, yeah. Everyone has their own pace, their own destination.
It's interesting how some people look so calm and others look like they're in a race.
For real. I wonder what they're all thinking.
Probably about getting somewhere fast, just like us.
True. But sometimes I think about what their lives are like. What they do, where they're going.
That's a fun thought. Everyone has a story, right?
Exactly. We're all just part of this big, busy world.
I like that perspective. It makes waiting like this feel less boring.
Yeah, it's not so bad when you look at it like that.
Well, it looks like our bus is finally coming.
Finally. I was starting to think we'd be here forever.
Haha, same. Let's get on and hopefully we won't be late.
Fingers crossed. At least we had a good conversation while we waited.
Totally. This made the time fly by.